Alright, check this out. It's your perfectionist backyard mechanic back at it again. So here we go. This is the rear brake we're working on. 2-piston rear. I mean, opposing piston, as that is trying to say. Can barely read it. Can barely get my phone to focus over here. There you go. That's what the dust shield says. That's that cover over there. Bleed it over here. Bleed the other one back there. Pretty cool. And so, see the way this cover goes? It's got hooks over there. So come to the front here, pry that, pry it in one place, 2 places, however you want to do it. So pry it, and out it goes. As you can see, it's got a hook, and it's got 2 protrusions. It's got 2 protrusions in the back right here. Right, that's what those hooks go onto. So when you come here, just like the front, you've got some fancy cotter pin holding both of these together. So pull this down. I'm sorry, I'm shaking. Couldn't use a tripod this low. Alright, so here you go, fancy cotter pin. Obviously you can use one single cotter pin if you wish, but this kind of helps keep them steady. So with that, do you see those hooks in there? These, they go under the pins or over the pins, however you're looking at it. Basically, they're restricted. The movement is restricted by the pins, right? So here, get your other handy dandy tool, pull the pins using my long nose pliers in this case. Man, where is the light? There you go. So pull these back. The rear ones could be a little harder, but it's all good. You'll see one of those retaining clips fall down. Well, once you release. Okay, so there you go. So here it is. It fell off. Then do that, pull. The other one fell off too. So pull your pins out, and here you go. This fell off, and the other one. This side is a little harder to get to, and honestly I'm not going to bother with it because I already replaced it. No need to get a headache for this. This side further away seems to be a little looser, like this one was, and these ones do not have any. This is what I got from the rear. I really don't know if that's EBC or if that is original Hayabusa. But, typically people don't replace their rears that often. Except in bikes, I mean, you use them way more often than in cars, definitely. Although, your power distribution, your stopping power, force distribution is still, 75 to 25 in the rear on the bike, right? So, again, here you go. You have a single piston, as you can see in there, and another piston on this side, on the back side of this pad. But this is where you get creative. Use brake caliper tool, a spreader to spread your pistons apart. Do whatever you gotta do. The rear one's a little tough, so I'd recommend you don't use your screwdriver. You might end up messing up with your rotor. Then on the way in, like it did, grease that baby up, send it in there. Right? And here it's a little bit of a dance because I have to work these pins. This one right here, I'll have to work those back in at the same time I'm doing the pins. So I'm gonna set this down for a moment. There you go. So I'll try to work with one hand. Wipe this one clean because it got a little messy. Greasing the back of it, and the number here, the product number I used was Brakebest SF 63. Worked for me pretty well. I'm gonna set this in here, have it kind of hanging out, and send the first pin, just to locate everything. Okay, so that's in. Then I'm gonna use a spin just like I saw it. Have it swing this way. Well, I'm actually gonna have to do this side first, just because it's it's going nowhere basically. So here you go. Push that, then push this pin in. Okay, it's already holding this clip, so that's good. Then I'm going to go ahead and have this clip on the other side, hook it over. And while here, let me take the chance to rotate these pins so that the holes are facing straight down, so that I don't have to mess around too much with my fancy cotter pin assembly to put them in, right? So go ahead, set this here, then push it through. Yeah, it could get a little complicated. What do I pull down? The caliper, the pad? There you go. And so now to find the cotter pin, where the hell I put them, I really have no idea where it went to. Oh, here it is. Found it. So use that. Push that in as well. I haven't set this one in. In as well. Come here with my cotter pin, find the middle, see it move a little bit. Same thing here. Squeeze it, you know. There you go. How do you test it? Try turning the cotter pin. You can see, try turning the pin, and you can see the cotter pin dancing with it, so that tells you you've done a good job. Same thing here. Well, it's the first one I did, so I'm damn sure it better be good. Then come to the back, set this here. Again, the hook side goes to the closer to the chain and sprocket side. It's gonna hook. There you go, quick and dirty. That's your Hayabusa rear brake pad job. Game over, right? So, good deal. I just realized the pad seems to work very well down there, actually. Sorry, the brake pad, the camera, so, but I can't really see much in there, so. Anyway, good deal. As I said, it's a quick and dirty brake job. You definitely, if for whatever reason you're replacing your brakes on an emergency, well, first off, I feel bad for you, but secondly, it's doable with some simple tools, except the rear one's a little trickier. But with the, with one, seeing that it's on one big piston, but the fronts being smaller pistons, you can move them with a screwdriver. It definitely works. So good luck. I hope everything goes well for you, whoever attempts to do this job out there. For me, as I said, I did that. I've already broken in these, well, most of the brake pads, and the advantage of at least the Hayabusa, and I'd say most other motorcycles, is that you can engage the front brakes independent of the rear. So when you're doing your brake bedding, you don't have to mess up your procedure just because you had to slam on your brakes to stop, right? Do it in a low traffic area, safe area, and go at it. So bedding your brakes is important. As I said, that's going to be the next step. Otherwise, this process is over, and good luck out there.